At number 10, Bill and Melinda Gates. One of the most recent celebrity splits to hit the news comes from Bill and Melinda Gates. The Microsoft co-founder and his philanthropist wife recently announced to the public that they had made the difficult decision to separate, ending their marriage of 27 years. Together, the couple have 3 adult children and even created a foundation together, which they launched back in 2000. The couple released a statement on social media that read, quote, "After a great deal of thought and a lot of hard work in our relationship, we have made the decision to end our marriage. Over the last 27 years, we have raised 3 incredible children and built a foundation that works all over the world to enable people to live healthy, productive lives. We continue to share a belief in that mission, but we no longer believe we can grow together as a couple in this next phase of our lives." No specific reason has been given as to why they decided to end their marriage, as they've only cited, quote, "a couple of things" as the cause for their divorce. In Melinda's court filings, it is cited that their marriage was, quote, "irretrievably broken." Bill and Melinda are looking to end their marriage as civilly as possible and say that they will continue forward with their foundation regardless of their relationship status. At number 9, Saweetie and Quavo. Singer Saweetie and rapper Quavo recently announced their breakup, and it was kinda messy. At first, people thought it was just a simple case of 2 people growing apart after fans got a simple heads-up tweet from Saweetie telling her fans that they had broken up, but shortly afterwards, footage was leaked which showed the former couple fighting in an elevator, and people soon realized that things were so much more toxic than previously thought. Though this footage was from a year ago, it gave people a look at how their relationship was at the time, and it made things pretty messy. Their feuding was only now brought to light, and their breakup has since been a little chaotic. There's been social media posts and interviews, and some shade had been thrown as well after Saweetie low-key implied that Quavo had cheated on her. Both Saweetie and Quavo have since said that they've moved on from this incident, and Quavo clarified that he has never abused his girlfriend after speculation was thrown around following the leaked footage. Their breakup has caused some feuding within Quavo's family as well, making this an all-around unfortunate and toxic time for them. Now, before I carry on with the video, I'd like to ask you guys to consider leaving a like if you're enjoying it so far, and also head on over to my gaming channel Viper Girl if you're interested in having some fun playing games with me. At number 8, J-Lo and A-Rod. After having been together for 4 years, they never got the chance to take that next step in their relationship. Alex Rodriguez and Jennifer Lopez were looking to tie the knot after getting engaged 2 years ago, and that is until things got too messy to handle. In April of this year, the pair announced that they had decided to go their separate ways. This breakup announcement came just following A-Rod's recent cheating scandal. Cheating scandals aren't anything new for the baseball player, having been accused of infidelity in the past, but this new scandal might have been the one to end it all. In January of this year, Alex was accused of cheating on J-Lo with reality star Madison LaCroix. This rumor came about after LaCroix was accused of having an affair with a former MLB player during a taping of a reality show reunion. Shortly after the taping was aired, these allegations escalated, with Madison admitting that she had been in contact with A-Rod. She insisted that their communications were innocent, saying that they never met up and never had any physical contact, saying, quote, "He's never physically cheated on his fiancée with me. The only solid proof we have of A-Rod being in contact with Madison comes from a source close to Alex who revealed that he had slid into Madison's DMs and they had exchanged some, quote, thirsty photos." Following the breakup, the couple released a statement saying, quote, "We will continue to work together and support each other on our shared businesses and projects. We wish the best for each other and one another's children. Out of respect for them, the only other comment we have to say is thank you to everyone who has sent kind words and support," end quote.
At number 7, we have Olivia Rodrigo and Zach Bai. After just a couple months of dating, Olivia and her new beau, Zach Bai, have called things off. The pair began dating back in August, but now their relationship is ultimately fizzled out. With no issues or bad blood between them, the pair came to the decisions as they both had different work schedules and friend groups and couldn't make times work. In an interview recently, Olivia opened up about the breakup, saying, "Besides cutting off all contact, I think it's important not only to forgive them, but to forgive yourself for letting it happen." With the two ending things very neutrally due to their very busy schedules, hopefully the two can keep supporting each other in their careers. At number 6, we have Liam Hemsworth and Gabriella Brooks. After being together for 3 years, Liam Hemsworth and Gabriella Brooks have decided to part ways. First linked back in 2019, it seemed like their relationship had been moving fast, and Gabriella even got Liam's parents' approval, with both of them saying they believed the model was a better fit for their son than Miley was. Sources claim that Gabriella is heartbroken about the split, and she claims Liam didn't want to be tied down and that his work has picked up and the couple had no time to see each other as much as they wanted to. Both have continued to remain silent on the split and haven't confirmed the claims made by the insider. At number 5, we have Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson. After 9 months of dating the reality star Kim Kardashian and comedian Pete Davidson have finally called it quits. With many Kanye West takes thrown towards the couple on the internet, I'm surprised the couple didn't call it quits sooner. Ultimately, the couple decided that it is time for the two to move on and remain friends. Shortly after the split, an insider told Entertainment Tonight that their busy schedules contributed to the breakup and the spark between them had faded. With Kanye weighing heavily in on this couple's relationships, what do you think? Did Pete and Kim break up because of their busy schedules, or did Kanye West get in the way?
I was just basically DTF.
Number 4. Grimes and Chelsea Manning. After 4 months of dating, both Grimes and Chelsea Manning have decided to end their relationship. The two were confirmed dating back in March, alongside the news that Grimes had split from her father of 2 children, Elon Musk. Grimes and Chelsea quickly started to get serious, as reports state that they had been living together in Austin, Texas. While both have neither denied or confirmed their breakup, there's definitely more to come to the story.
Like, I actually got canceled for this, which is so crazy. Like, I was just at a party with my friends, someone took this photo, and it got leaked.
At number 3, Zac Efron and Vanessa Velarde. After 10 months of dating, Zac Efron and his girlfriend Vanessa have broken up. The couple met while Vanessa was waitressing at a restaurant Zac was at, and after a little bit, they started dating, and according to some sources, things were getting serious. Because his girlfriend was in Australia, Zac was allegedly house hunting down under to be closer to his girlfriend, and Vanessa allegedly quit her job in order to give her the freedom to travel around the world with Zac. After nearly a year of dating, the couple ended their relationship, with sources close to them saying, quote, "It wasn't right for them." The breakup news came from a friend of Zac's who told sources, quote, "I can also confirm after speaking with him yesterday. It's only recent, but not like yesterday recent. But they've gone their separate ways. No drama, but it's done." End quote. Zac is said to have wanted a clean break, as he's now entering a long, busy year of filming. At number 2, Ben Affleck and Ana de Armas. Everyone's favorite quarantine couple has sadly gone their separate ways, and people are sad to see them go. Actor Ben Affleck and actress Ana de Armas started dating after meeting on the set of the film Deep Water in 2019. It is said that the couple hit it off and they went public with their relationship in March 2020, just as quarantine was starting up. Throughout 2020, they had been photographed together, and they even moved in together around August last year. The couple lasted less than a year, as it was announced that they had called it quits early this year in January, saying that they are in different parts of their life right now, but that the breakup was amicable. Sources say that Anna didn't want to be based in LA, while Ben has no choice to stay in the area because of his kids. Some sources close to the couple say that they wouldn't be surprised to see them get back together, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see. And finally, at number 1, Kim K and Kanye. One of the biggest breakup announcements to come out this year was the recent divorce announcement from Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. The relationship looked like it had been on its last leg for a while, especially after all of the drama between Kanye and the Kardashians following his presidential campaign rant and Twitter meltdown. It turns out though that things were more complicated than we thought. The couple felt that their relationship was crumbling towards the end of last year, and so they reportedly decided to seek different living arrangements, spending some time apart as a result of the, quote, downright toxicity in their marriage. They wanted to make things work, especially for the kids, but according to sources, it reached a point where, quote, bickering turned into nasty blowups and confrontations, end quote. They didn't want their kids to experience this kind of negativity, so they took some time apart. After Kanye and Kim reportedly got into a huge argument, they were never able to patch things up after that, and so they called it quits and filed for divorce. According to those close to the couple, things in their marriage turned cold and apparently evolved into them only speaking when necessary and only talking about menial things like what to have for dinner and only having basic conversations. Hopefully things are able to end well between them for their family's sake.
And at number 10, Olivia Rodrigo and Adam Faze. These two were a pretty low-key couple to begin with, but they've announced their split 7 months after they were first rumored to be together. A source confirmed to People on February 17th of 2022 that the singer and producer had separated a long time ago, saying, quote, they've been over for a bit now. They were first linked in June of 2021. Sources said that Olivia introduced him as her boyfriend, and they were together the whole night. Apparently, they were not trying to keep their relationship low-key, and another source said they were, quote, really cute together and weren't trying to hide their affection at all, adding that the duo were seen holding hands at one point during the event. But by January of 2022, rumors were swirling that they had split after they spent New Year's apart. Rumors also swirled that Adam had cheated and that was the reason for their split. Just days ago, a source close to the couple confirmed the breakup. And at number 9, Aaron Rodgers and Shailene Woodley. When this couple first started dating, nobody could believe it was true because they seemed like a very strange pairing. And I guess the clear differences between them ended up causing their split. The couple started dating in 2020 and kept things very private until it was announced that they were engaged, which Woodley confirmed on a late night show. But on February 16th of 2022, it was confirmed that the pair had broken off their engagement and were no longer together. A source said, quote, "It was an amicable split, it just wasn't working. They're very busy people with busy careers, and there were obstacles that they couldn't surmount. They will remain friendly, there's no bad blood or drama, it just didn't work out for them." Another source gave some more detail, claiming that Woodley felt like his number 2 priority behind football. That source revealed, quote, "While Shailene is supportive of Aaron's career, he put football first and they were barely spending any time together. She felt he neglected their relationship, neither of them was happy." And at number 8, Jason Momoa and Lisa Bonet. Jason Momoa and Lisa Bonet seemed like a fabulous couple, and Momoa specifically always spoke about how lucky he was to be with Bonet. But after many years together, the couple confirmed the split on Instagram on January 12th of 2022. In a statement they wrote, quote, "We have all felt the squeeze and changes of these transformational times. A revolution is unfolding and our family is of no exception, feeling and growing from the seismic shifts occurring." The pair also stated their love and admiration for one another and how they will continue to co-parent amicably. The pair announced their split after nearly 17 years together and 5 years of marriage. A source close to Bonet said that the former couple were amazing for years until they no longer were. Apparently, Momoa's rise to stardom is a big reason for their split. Bonet did not want to work and travel the amount that he does.
At number 7, Elliot Page and Emma Portner. In late January this year, actor Elliot Page and his wife Emma Portner announced that they would be divorcing. This came after the couple announced their separation last summer. The couple first met on Instagram back in 2017 and later got married in a private ceremony the following year. The two were a strong couple even when Elliot came out as transgender, and Emma offered her full support for her partner during this time. Their divorce announcement released to their supporters read, quote, "After much thought and careful consideration, we have made the difficult decision to divorce following our separation last summer. We have the utmost respect for each other and remain close friends," end quote. The couple had a good 3-year-long marriage and seemed to be on good terms with each other. At number 6, Jana Kramer and Mike Cosson. Sometimes after a bond is broken, it can never be mended. This seems to be the case with football player Mike Cosson and his wife, singer and actress Jana Kramer. After their 2016 cheating scandal, they spent the next few years trying to work on their marriage, trying to reconcile after all this drama affected them so greatly, but the couple recently called it quits on their marriage when Jana took to her social media in late April to announce their divorce. Her message to the public read, quote, "It's time. As I try to make sense of a reality I never wanted to believe could be possible again, those words have now become a reality. I've fought, y'all. I've loved hard. I've forgiven. I've put the work in. I've given everything I have, and now I have nothing else to give," end quote. Before now, the pair had only briefly split up in 2016 following the cheating scandal, where Mike's infidelity and sex addiction was brought to light, and though they were able to reconcile shortly after that scandal, it seems as though they couldn't make things work long term. In her filings, Jana also cited the causes and reasons for their divorce, saying that, quote, "Inappropriate marital conduct, irreconcilable differences, and adultery were the reasons behind their failed marriage." At number 5, Joe Exotic and Dylan Passage. After the wild success of the Tiger King documentary on Netflix, Joe Exotic sort of gained celebrity status. Well, really he's become more of a meme, but he's still a public figure, even from behind bars. Joe was sent to prison for his crimes, including his attempt at ending the life of his rival Carole Baskin, as well as animal endangerment. In the docuseries, we also learned about Joe's personal life, including his relationship with his husband, Dylan Passage. Now we're learning that a long-distance relationship from behind bars isn't the healthiest, as Joe and Dylan have announced their divorce. Dylan told sources that things are just very difficult to maintain when your partner is in jail for the next 20 years or so, and they've made the decision to end their marriage. There has been talk of reconciliation, but as of right now, things are complicated to say the least, but hey, it's the Tiger King, so things are always complicated. At number 4, Ashley Benson and G-Eazy. Back in February, it was announced that actress Ashley Benson and rapper G-Eazy had broken up after less than a year of dating. This announcement came shortly after G-Eazy's ex, Halsey, announced that she was pregnant with her first child. After their breakup announcement, a source close to Benson came forward to answer some of the questions regarding the actress's breakup with the rapper, and it is said that their relationship fell fell through because she, quote, didn't like the way he was acting around her. The source said that the couple had been fighting a lot, and that actually felt as though G-Eazy wasn't really committed to her. Infidelity had allegedly been an issue in his past relationship with Halsey, and Ashley knew this, but apparently only had her hesitations after things started getting serious in their relationship. Since the breakup, fans have noticed that they no longer follow each other on social media, which could indicate that things didn't end amicably between them.
And at number 3, Angelina Pavarnik and Chris Langaria. As a Jersey Shore fan, I am heartbroken that Chris and Angelina are no longer together. Although it's not that much of a shock, as the couple had broken up before. Chris filed for divorce from Angelina on January 20th of 2022. The pair married in November of 2019. Pavarnik first filed for divorce in 2021, but it was ultimately dismissed after the pair reconciled. She later revealed in an episode of Jersey Shore Family Vacation that she never served Chris the divorce papers in the first place, and then that split was dismissed after they reconciled. In January of 2022, Angelina told In Touch that she and Chris were still together, but quote, working on their marriage, adding quote, we're trying, I just have to say it has been a lot. Clearly, it looks like they were not able to work through it, and I hope her Jersey Shore family are supporting her during this tough time. And at number 2, Marissa Gunn and Riley Christian. Sadly, this is a case of a reality TV show couple that did not work out in the end. This couple got engaged on the 7th season of Bachelor in Paradise, which is a spin-off of the main series. They officially announced their split on January 24th after sparking speculation 1 month prior. After weeks of rumors, the pair addressed it in a joint statement that they gave to People magazine. They said, quote, we've decided to go our separate ways. Never did we imagine this, but we've come to a point where we both need to work on ourselves, they said in this statement. It's unclear when exactly they ended their relationship, but as of now, it's officially over. And finally, number 1, Hoda Khattab and Joel Schiffman. After 8 years together, the engaged couple has ended their engagement and are no longer together. They got engaged in 2019 after many years of being together. At that time, they had also recently adopted their second child together, Hope, after bringing home daughter Haley in 2017. Hoda announced the news on a January 31st broadcast for her NBC morning show, after rumors started swirling. She had not been seen with her engagement ring for days beforehand. She said, quote, Joel and I have had a lot of prayerful and meaningful conversations over the holidays, and we decided that we are better as friends and parents than we are as an engaged couple. So we decided we are going to start this new year on our own path as loving parents to our adorable, delightful children as friends. It's not like something happened. They say sometimes relationships are meant to be there for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. This was for a season.
Kicking off our list, number 10 is Madeline Petch and Travis Mills. This one made me really sad because I followed their relationship for the 3 years that they were together. Their fans never expected them to split because from the outside looking in, they seemed perfect. But back in February, Travis wrote up a very long caption and post with a heartfelt message confirming that they had split. The long message was a look back at the relationship, and he ended it by saying, I'm not deleting any of our images, I regret nothing. No real explanation was given as to why they split or who made the call, and Madeline never posted anything about it. A source said that she did move her stuff out of his Los Angeles home immediately after they broke up, and she is now rooming with some of her friends. Coming in next, number 9 is Kristen Cavallari and Jay Cutler. Another one that was super sad for any Hills fans out there. After the Hills series ended, Kristen went on to marry Jay and had a life with him for over 10 years. By the time they split, they were married with 3 beautiful kids, which always makes the situation more difficult. If you watched Kristen's show, Very Cavallari, you would have seen that the relationship had many struggles and they fought hard to make it work for a very long time. But back in April, Kristen posted on her Instagram saying, with great sadness, after 10 years together, we have come to a loving conclusion to get a divorce. She explains that they both have love and respect for each other, so it seemed like they were able to end on civil terms, which is very good for the kids, obviously. Cruising into number 8 is Lily Reinhart and Cole Sprouse. The Riverdale sweethearts dated for almost 3 years until the relationship was confirmed to be over earlier this year. They won the hearts of many people after they played Betty and Jughead on the show, and then they romantically fell in love on set. A bunch of drama hit the fan though when they split after claims surfaced saying that Cole cheated on her with a younger model. He actually faced a ton of heat for the claims, but they both deny the allegations. A source recently spoke about their breakup and said, Cole and Lily split before the pandemic hit and have been quarantining separately. They remain good friends. So obviously, I don't think he cheated because I ain't remaining friends with someone who cheats on me.
And at number 7, Pamela Anderson and Dan Hayhurst. Pamela Anderson and Dan Hayhurst have split roughly a year after their wedding. The split was confirmed to Us Weekly on January 20th of 2022. The pair got married in a small, intimate ceremony on Christmas Eve of 2020. Sources close to the couple say that Pamela feels that she rushed into the marriage and she started to have regrets just days after they got married. The source continued, quote, "She saw the marriage as a fresh start, but the spark has faded. He really wants to make the marriage work. Pam left Dan and his kids without a single goodbye. Now the kids are heartbroken." It seems that Pamela has a habit of getting married quickly. She also got married to Tommy Lee after only dating for a short time. She shares 2 children with him. And at number 6, Delilah Belle Hamlin and Alael Booker. After 2 years together, the daughter of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Lisa Rinna has split from her boyfriend of 2 years. A source tells Us Weekly on January 11th of 2022 that Hamlin and Booker, a contestant on Love Island Season 4, had ended their relationship after 2 years together. The split was a shock to family and friends, as Booker had spent the holidays with Hamlin's family only 1 week beforehand. An insider said, quote, "They spent the holidays together. Then a few days later, they were broken up. They were so in love." The source also called the split a shock to some of their closest friends. Halfway number 5, Julia Fox and Kanye West. After his split from Kim Kardashian, Kanye West's first relationship was with Uncut Gems star Julia Fox. They met on New Year's Eve of 2021 in Miami and had been linked together ever since. Throughout their relationship, they publicly showed it off, leading many to think it was all to make Kim jealous. After their split, an article by the Daily Mail was written claiming that Julia was heartbroken over their split, but she clapped back on Instagram, writing, quote, "Y'all would love it if I was so upset. The media would love to paint a picture of me a sad, lonely woman crying on a plane by myself, but it's not true. Why not see me for what I am, which is a #1 hustler? I came up, y'all, lol, and not only that, but Kanye and I are on good terms. I have love for him, but I wasn't in love with the man. Jesus Christ, what do you guys think? I'm 12 years old?" This was taken as a confirmation of their split. A source close to the split said that they were both really busy and it's hard to make time for each other since they live on different coasts. And at number 4, Emma Roberts. This one breaks my heart because these two split shortly after having a child together. The pair have been together for almost 3 years and they announced their pregnancy shortly after they started seeing one another. Roberts and Hedlund's first child, a son named Rhodes Robert Hedlund, was born in December of 2020. Then in January of 2022, rumors started swirling that the two may have split. Then Hedlund was arrested on charges of public intoxication during the evening of January 22nd in Franklin County, Tennessee, the day after it was widely reported that the pair had split. An insider said they had broke up a few weeks beforehand, adding, quote, "It's sad and they are trying their best to co-parent. It's been hard."
In the 3rd spot is Julian Huff and Brooks Leach. Guys, I am not a sports fan. I'm probably saying that wrong. I'm so sorry. The dancer and hockey player announced their split just a few days ago. They started dating back in 2014 and tied the knot in July 2017. After being married for 3 years, they are calling it quits, but in a very loving way. They posted a joint statement saying that they have lovingly decided to separate and that they have an abundance of love and respect for one another. Sources have said that they have been having marital issues for a while and needed some time to admit that their marriage was actually over. They decided to quarantine separately though before any of this was announced. And although they deleted all their pictures together on social media, they still follow each other and they still comment and support each other's posts, and it's so sweet. I really respect if you can end on a mutual civil note. Can't say I relate. Swipe at number 2 on our list is Charli D'Amelio and Chase Hudson. If you don't know who they are, Charli is the most famous and rich 16-year-old on the TikTok app, and Chase was her boyfriend, who is also a very big TikTok star. They announced their split in April and both share beautiful messages on their Instagram, having nothing but good things to say about each other. But allegations quickly came out saying that Chase had cheated on Charli. 2 of the Hype House members, Josh Richards and Bryce Hall, accused Chase of sliding into the DMs of Josh's girlfriend, Nessa Barrett. They said that he wanted to hook up with her and even went as far as sending explicit pictures of himself. He denied all the claims, and we have yet to get a firm answer on what really went down. Taking over our number 1 spot is Megan Fox and Brian Austin Green. Their breakup caused a lot of drama recently after Megan found herself in the middle of a cheating scandal. The actress has been married to Brian Austin Green for 10 years, and he recently announced their split online, not mentioning anything about her cheating. Immediately after, rumors started claiming that it was because Megan cheated on him with rapper Machine Gun Kelly. But on top of that, her ex-boyfriend Shia LaBeouf came forward and revealed that she had cheated on Brian when they were filming Transformers. He said that they were actually hooking up while she was engaged to him at that time. Damn, that is crazy, girl. I don't know what actually happened, but it's not a good look. Starting off our list at number 10 is Katie Holmes and Jamie Foxx. This one is still pretty fresh, so if you're a fan, then it probably stings a little bit for you still. They dated for 6 years and recently called it quits before summer in May 2019. There have been a variety of different stories and versions as to why they actually broke up, but a close source to them told Entertainment Tonight, I quote, "They lived separately and in different cities and saw each other occasionally. They just both got caught up with their own families, careers, and obligations that the relationship had to take a back seat." But not long after the breakup, the pot was stirred after images surfaced of Fox partying up with some other woman. It all started when he was spotted leaving a nightclub hand in hand with Vave. Katie has not commented on it, but Jamie took it to social media and did a live stream video where he stuck up for himself, saying that because they are no longer together, he can do what he wants. It was then made into a permanent post on Instagram with the caption, "For the people who care, here is the true story. For everyone else, you can keep talking and calling me a whore, slut, homewrecker, thought, gold digger, and that I should die, and whatever else you want. Because it doesn't matter to me, I am out here to work and do what I love most. Hashtag kill the double standard." This is some seriously hot tea. That was just last week, so I have no further updates for you guys. Not yet anyways. At number 9 is Gigi Hadid and Zayn Malik. Fans were speculating for months whether these two were dating or not until they confirmed it back in January 2016, but they didn't just casually say they were dating. They confirmed their relationship when Zayn dropped his music video for his single Pillow Talk and had Gigi getting all hot and heavy with him throughout it. After the video dropped, they then went on Twitter and publicly gushed about how the other one looked so hot in the video. But then they shattered the hearts of all their fans when they broke up 2 years later. They announced these long, heartfelt statements in March 2018 expressing that they still love and respect each other but as friends. However, since then, they've kind of been all over the place. They got back together, broke up, and then got back together again. However, just a few weeks ago, it was reported that they broke up once again after Gigi was spotted spending alone time with Bachelorette's alum Tyler Cameron. So this breakup wasn't really as shocking as the first time around. Cruising to number 7 is Amanda Bynes and Paul Michael. People were really excited to see Amanda in what they hoped would be a happy and healthy relationship. The two of them met near the end of 2019 and started dating not long after. It wasn't long into the relationship before Amanda announced their engagement on Valentine's Day this year in an Instagram post. But just 3 weeks after that, it was announced that they had split and the engagement was called off. In her engagement post, she shared a video where she said she had been sober for over a year, but it turns out that she had been readmitted into a treatment living facility. Paul didn't have much to say about it, but he told In Touch that they did split and he still loves her and that she is his best friend. But wait, I did some digging. On May 23rd on her Instagram, she recently just posted this long update, and in it she wrote that she's still engaged to Paul. And May 23rd, that is like less than 2 weeks ago. So I don't know. Moving on to number 6, we have Aaron Carter and Melanie Martin. Not gonna lie, I didn't even know he had a girlfriend. The two of them dated for 3 months, and Aaron announced their split just 1 day after she was arrested for domestic violence, and a few days after they announced that she was pregnant. Apparently, they felt that their love was strong enough during that 3 months to get tattoos. She tattooed his name on her wrist, and he put her name across the side of his forehead. She posted a picture of her tattoo to her Instagram, saying that she was going to have it lasered off. Probably a smart choice. She claims that he cheated on her and ran away from responsibility, obviously referring to their child. But he denied the allegations, and just 3 days after they broke up, he posted on Instagram a photo with his new girlfriend. What? Also, In case you're wondering about his tattoo, he grew his hair out into like these like side bangs to like cover it. Halfway into our list is Colby Collet and Justin Young. The singer announced in April that she and her fiance had split after 10 years together. She posted a message on Instagram saying, "This is difficult for us to share, but we want to be honest with you all. After 10 wonderful years, Justin and I have ended our relationship. We started out as best friends and we will continue to be best friends." She then reassured her fans that they will continue to make music together the way that they always have, so fans were thrilled. I just gotta say, imagine having to announce your breakup or divorce to the world, or feeling like you had to. What an awful thing. Like, that would suck. Oh. I like how they ended very civilly though. It's very sweet. Rolling into number 4 is Scott Disick and Sophia Richie. The world felt some type of way when Scott moved on from Kourtney Kardashian and began dating someone much younger than him. The two of them dated for 3 years but recently broke up, like within a few days. Sources have claimed that they broke up because of Kourtney, saying that Scott is still in love with her. Other sources say it was because of his family, meaning his kids, and that they were more of a priority than Sophia, and that was hard for her to deal with. People are thinking that Sophia and Scott might get back together though, because they did admit they have been texting and keeping in touch ever since they broke up. But some people are hoping that he returns to Kourtney, the mother of his kids, and then they romantically have their family together once and for all. We're gonna have to let this play out because it's fresh. Alright guys, at number 3 is Bradley Cooper and Ariana Shayk. After months of tabloid speculation, their 4-year relationship was confirmed to be at a dead end. A source told E! News they want to stay together for their daughter, but neither of them are very happy. Rumors were getting out of control as to why they split. Many fans were saying Bradley had an affair with his A Star Is Born co-star, Lady Gaga. But there has been no evidence to back up this claim, and every party involved, including Ariana, deny the rumor. The two of them are now co-parenting their 2-year-old daughter, but still have no comments regarding their split. Unfortunately, this leaves a lot of room for speculation. In spot number 2 is Brody Jenner and Caitlyn Carter. After pictures surfaced of Miley Cyrus making out with Caitlyn Carter after her split from Liam Hemsworth, people started to focus on Caitlyn's relationship with Brody. They first met at a party back in 2013 and they soon began dating. On May 4th, 2016, they announced their engagement, which lasted 2 years before getting married on June 2nd, 2018. They ended up getting married in Indonesia at the same resort they got engaged at. Always peaches and cream it seemed like, but they called it quits in early August of 2019, just weeks before Caitlyn was in Italy kissing Miley. But the MTV show that Brody stars on, The Hills, is airing right now and revealed that the couple was struggling for a while. In the episodes, we can see that the couple actually has a open relationship, and the other cast members are basically questioning Caitlyn if their marriage is going to work. Their co-star Ashley Waller spilled the tea on their relationship and said, "I've had a lot of conversations with Caitlyn during the season, and her and Miley and Liam and Brody would always hang out together. So I know they've been friends for a long time. I think everyone in the cast knew that it was not going to work out." I mean, an open relationship, marriage, not gonna work. Taking the number 1 spot on our list is Pete Davidson and Ariana Grande. Their relationship starting was more shocking than the relationship ending, if I'm being honest. They met each other back in 2016 when she made a guest appearance on Saturday Night Live. They started to date down the road in May 2018 and confirmed it by posting a Harry Potter theme picture together with the caption, "You tryna slither in." Only true Harry Potter fans will understand Ariana's joke. Only 1 month into dating, on June 12, 2018, they get engaged. We all thought that it was fake news because there was no way it was real, but it actually was. Wedding plans were in the talks and the couple moved in together and bought a pet pig. But only 5 months later, they broke up and called off the engagement, obviously. And as we know it, a month later, she released her single called Thank You Next, which references all of her ex-boyfriends, including Pete. In the song, she says, "Even almost got married, and for Pete, I'm so thankful." In the music video, we see a picture of her and him, and above it, she wrote, "Sorry I dipped." So I guess it's safe to say that she was the one who pulled the plug. Starting off our list at number 10 is Nick Cannon and Mariah Carey. They were a random couple from the start if you ask me, but they had a really romantic and sweet relationship for a while. The two of them met back in 2005, although Nick will openly talk about how he had a crush on her ever since he was a kid. I mean, who didn't? They started dating in 2008 and things were moving quickly. So quickly that they got married after only 2 months of dating. Turns out they held a secret little ceremony in the Bahamas. was. They were married for a few years before having children together in 2011. Their twins named Monroe and Moroccan. They seemed to be a happy little family from the outside looking in, but they went through a nasty divorce in 2014. It was reported at the time that Nick filed for divorce after months of turmoil in the relationship. So what was the turmoil? No one really knows, only that rumors were saying Nick was working too much and he never spent time at home. But of course, Nick has a different side to the story. It all seems to be behind them though, as they co-parent their twins while still moving forward with other relationships. Next up at number 9 is Lamar Odom and Khloe Kardashian. The pair met at the end of August back in 2009 when they described it as instantly hitting it off at a party in Hollywood. Within the first month of meeting each other, they got married on September 27, 2009, which was a complete shock to fans. They were practically still strangers. No wonder they didn't work out. They had a fancy wedding in LA, and apparently it was rushed because they wanted to get hitched before basketball season started back for Lamar, who had just signed a $33 million contract with the Lakers at the time. Reports say they were very much in love, and Khloe even took on the role as stepmom to his 2 children, Destiny and Lamar Jr. However, their relationship was far from perfect, and they were always open about their struggles, but also their love for one another. Khloe told People in 2012, "I like to think divorce is not an option." Lamar ended up being involved in cheating rumors and also got a DUI in 2013, where it was reported that he was struggling with a drug and alcohol addiction. These addictions is what led Khloe to officially file for divorce in May of 2016. He later admitted to having multiple affairs, telling Elite Daily, "If there's one thing I regret when I was married, it was having multiple affairs with different women. I wish I could have just kept my dick in my pants." Well said. No one will ever forget the night that he was actually found overdosed in the brothel after the two of them split. But even after the divorce, Khloe remained by his side as a friend. Sweatbear number 8 spot is Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie. Their relationship was talked about from start to finish because the two of them met in 2004 while filming the action movie Mr. and Miss Smith, while Brad was still married to Jennifer Aniston. Rumors were exploding everywhere that there was something going on between Brad and Angelina, and Brad and Jennifer ended up splitting not too long after in 2005. And not too long after that split did Brad and Angelina start dating publicly. Shocker, we knew it the whole time. They were together for years, getting married in 2014 and having 3 biological children together, Shiloh, Vivian, and Knox. They also adopted a son together, Pax, and Brad was a stepdad to Angie's previously adopted kids, Maddox and Zahara. I hope I said all of those names right. They've got a whole soccer team of kids basically. Rumors were always a part of their relationship, which is why it was shocking in 2017 when they split, because the rumors ended up being true. They announced their divorce but kept the details private. All we know is that they were having issues in the relationship. Since the split, they have been able to co-parent in a healthy relationship. Angelina told Vanity Fair, I quote, "We care for each other and care about our family, and we are both working towards the same goal." The story has a happy ending, but it still did not make the blow any less painful for us Brangelina fans. Coming into spot number 7 is Brie Larson and Alex Greenwald. They are one of the more quiet couples in Hollywood, meaning that they just stay out of the drama and scandals. They dated for several years before getting engaged back in 2016. Their wedding didn't come quickly though. They've actually been engaged ever since, until more recently when it was announced that they split. Back in January of this year, 2019, it was reported that they called off their engagement. Source came forward saying they have taken a step back from their engagement for the time being, but they remain close. It comes as a complete shock for fans because they seem like the perfect couple. Brie has often bragged about her man being her biggest supporter. She told Entertainment Tonight, I quote, "He's the other half of the equation. How can you explain support? I mean, it goes beyond anything. He's just my person, he's my best friend." There hasn't been any reasons or juicy scandals in regards to why they split, so many fans are left wondering what really happened. In at number 6 is Fergie and Josh Duhamel. They started dating back in 2004 and dated for a few years before getting engaged in 2007. They ended up tying the knot in early 2009 before becoming parents to their son Axel. What seemed like the picture-perfect family ended in September 2017 after they publicly announced their separation. Fans were shocked when they decided to call it quits after 8 years of marriage. They shared a public statement saying, "With absolute love and respect, we decided to separate as a couple earlier this year. To give our family the best opportunity to adjust, we wanted to keep this private matter before sharing it with the public. We are and will always be united in our support of each other and our family." It wasn't until this year, in May 2019, that Fergie officially filed for divorce after 2 years of being separated. Fergie's rep had no comment on the divorce, and Josh's rep did not respond to their request for comment. Half Halfway through the list, number 5 is Skylar Astin and Anna Camp. This one makes me sad. I love them together. You would really only know who they are if you were a fan of the Pitch Perfect movie series because they starred together in it. The co-stars started dating in June 2013 and they got hitched in October 2016 at a beautiful outdoor ceremony on the Central California coast. Their split was a complete shock for people because they seemed to just have this unbreakable bond. Anna spoke about him to People magazine saying, "Knowing that I have my best friend and that we are totally committed to one another, and just to have that comfort and that safety and that bond where you know you found your person." Ugh, my heart. But after 2.5 years of marriage, in April of this year, 2019, they released a joint statement saying, "We can confirm that we have decided to separate, and this decision was made mutually and amicably. We kindly ask for privacy as we navigate this transition." They have both since unfollowed each other on social media. Up next at number 4 is Bella Hadid and The Weeknd. They first got together back in 2015 after they spent a weekend together at Coachella. Must have been a nice romantic getaway because they continued to date for over a year. From the outside looking in, they were a strong couple in Hollywood. People were surprised when reports started to surface saying they split in November 2016. The reasoning for the split was said to be because of their schedules and that they were both focusing on their work. May we never forget that iconic moment 2 weeks after their breakup when Bella walked the Victoria's Secret fashion show and he was the onstage performer. That is one way to run into your ex. Or should I say runway into your ex. Get it? Anyways, then in January of 2017, we saw pictures of The Weeknd with Selena Gomez making out, and shortly later it was confirmed that they were then dating. From that moment on, Bella started shooting the middle finger to media outlets that asked her about the new couple, but the whole angry phase didn't last very long and they got back together once he and Selena split. But once again, as of a few weeks ago, they split up again. It's just getting hard to keep up with them. The first breakup was shocking, but like now people are just used to it. Alright you guys, at number 3 we have Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber. What a whirlwind this relationship was, aka a show. Their relationship was exciting for a while, but then it got really hard to follow. Rumors began back in 2010 that they were dating, but it wasn't until January 2011 that the pop stars confirmed their romance. That's when the iconic hashtag Jelena all began and trended on Twitter like it was nobody's business. Their first breakup happened in November 2012 after rumors started that he was involved with Victoria's Secret model Barbara Palvin, who later on confirmed that there was nothing going on. 3 months later, in January 2013, they were back together. We thought maybe this time was going to be the successful round, but then in November 2014, she performed her song The Heart Wants What It Wants at the American Music Awards and she started crying on stage. She later confirmed the song was about Biebs and that they were split up again. After that, both the singers began to date other people and move on from each other. Or so we thought. Later in November 2016, it was reported that Justin visited her in rehab, so people thought maybe they were back on, but it was confirmed in January 2017, just a few months later, when Selena began dating The Weeknd. Later on, in October 2017, they were spotted hanging out at Selena's home with friends and also went to church together. And once again, pictures of them kissing surfaced in November 2017, and they are back on again. But that lasted until March 2018, when they broke up again. For good this time. Honestly, they could be in the first place on this list just for putting us through all of that back and forth trauma. In spot number 2 is Kris Jenner and Bruce Jenner. Now, this is not to disrespect Caitlyn in any way. I only say Bruce because at the time of their split, she was still Bruce, so I'm speaking the past tense on their past relationship, no disrespect. The two of them were married for 23 years and had 2 children together. You might know of them, Kendall and Kylie Jenner, you might have heard of them before. People watched years of the relationship on their family reality show Keeping Up with the Kardashians, which is why it was a total bomb when they announced their separation in October 2013. They put out a joint statement to E! News saying, "We are living separately and we are much happier this way, but we will always have much love and respect for each other. Even though we are separated, we will always remain best friends, and as always, our family will remain our #1 priority." But even though they were separated, that did not stop Kris from posting an adorable anniversary shout out in April 2014 saying, "Happy anniversary to one of the most amazing men I know. I love you. Wow, 23 years. Their divorce was finalized later that year in December, and after Bruce came out as Caitlyn in 2015, she had nothing but positive things to say about Kris. She told Diane Sawyer, "Kris is a really good woman and I love her to death. The love and acceptance I have gotten from Kris is absolutely overwhelming." Their split and the following aftermath took the world by storm, but the two of them were able to make it out as friends. Taking our #1 spot is Miley Cyrus and Liam Hemsworth. This one is fresh off the press. At the time of this recording, this dramatic and shocking split happened just this past weekend. It's Tuesday. It all started back in 2008 and 2009 when they met each other on the set for the movie adaptation of Nicholas Sparks' novel called The Last Song. They became an official couple while shooting the movie and continued to date from there. In June 2012, they confirmed their engagement, Miley being 19 at the time and Liam being 22. In 2013, they officially broke up and called off the wedding. Miley says that she realized how young 19 was and is in a happy place after the breakup settled. But fans were absolutely devastated. Me. From there, Miley goes on to date other people, both males and females, and does a lot of questionable things in the process. But we don't have time to talk about all of that. But 3 years later, in 2016, they are spotted together again, and she is wearing her engagement ring again. They both agreed the time apart was needed and they were excited to be back together. As were we. I personally never thought it would happen after all the crazy behavior she was thrown out there for those few years. The two of them finally got married in December 2018 at a private ceremony in her home in Nashville. The pictures had everyone crying tears of joy, and it seemed like this was going to be a happily ever after. But then this weekend came. Their reps released a statement saying that the two of them have decided to separate after only 8 months of marriage. On top of that, pictures were leaked online just a week after their split of Miley making out and getting cozy with Brody Jenner's ex-wife, Caitlyn Carter, which obviously caused a whole bunch of chaos. We're still kind of waiting to see how this whole thing plays out.
Starting off this countdown, we have Paris Jackson and Gabriel Glenn. Daughter of Michael Jackson, Paris Jackson and her boyfriend Gabriel Glenn have broke things off after more than 2 years of dating. On August 4th, it was confirmed that their relationship has come to its end. Jackson revealed that the two were constantly butting heads. She said, and I quote, "It's a very interesting dynamic. We both have double stubborn energy. I've always known I was stubborn, and I know that he was stubborn because he's a Taurus. The two are in a band together called the Soundflowers, but fans have no need to worry. The band will still remain together." Jackson said, "When we first got together, even if we didn't work out as a couple, we always would want to be in a band together. Our music was one thing we wanted to hold on to no matter what." Continuing on at number 9, we have Dr. Dre and Nicole Young. After 24 years of marriage, Dr. Dre and his wife Nicole Young are getting a divorce. Young filed for divorce on June 29 due to irreconcilable differences. According to TMZ, the two do not have a prenup, but they will be splitting $60 million in real estate. And they will also need to divvy up the profit they made from the sale of their $4.5 million home back in 2019. In our 8th spot, we have Simone Biles and Stacey Ervin Jr. Olympic gymnast Simone Biles revealed to Vogue magazine that her and her boyfriend of 3 years have called it quits. She told the magazine, and I quote, "It's hard being young and having that long of a relationship and then ending it. But it was for the best." The pair went public about their relationship in August of 2017. Biles posted a photo on Instagram of her and Ervin with the caption, "Always smiling with you." But fans knew something was fishy after Ervin didn't wish her a happy birthday back in March. A couple months later, Biles revealed that they have split.
In at number 7 is Mac Miller and Ariana Grande. Before his sudden and tragic death in September 2018, the two of them were very much in love and broke the hearts of fans when they announced their split. They built a strong friendship before going public with their relationship in September 2016. They shared a love for music, and because of their friendship, their bond was something that no one could ever question. They were adorable. It was just so obvious how in love they really were, which is why it was shocking when they called it quits after almost 2 years of dating. It was no secret that Mac struggled with a drug addiction, to which Ariana admits feeling helpless towards. Mac was also her rock as she recovered emotionally after the suicide bombing occurred at her show in Manchester. But even after they broke up, they did remain on good terms. They were friends who always had nice things to say about each other, and Ariana continued to encourage him to seek help for his addiction. She posted on Instagram saying, "Unconditional love is not selfish. It is wanting the best for that person, even if at the moment it's not you. I can't wait to know and support you forever, and I'm so proud of you." Fans were happy to know that the two of them were still giving each other love up until his final moments. Next up at number 6 is Chris Pratt and Anna Faris. Some would say this was one of the most heartbreaking celebrity breakups in recent memory. The two actors first met on the set of the film Take Me Home Tonight back in 2007, but Anna was married to another actor at the time. That didn't stop Chris from admiring her though, later admitting that he knew she was the one since the day that he met her. Anna and her husband at the time, Ben Indra, split later that year, and not long after, she started to date Chris. It was a long time coming, I guess. Yes. Anna and Chris fell in love quickly and got engaged in 2008 and then married a year later in 2009. They were married for a few years before having their first child together in 2012, their son named Jack. They were hashtag family goals for years and they seemed wildly devoted to each other, which is why they stunned the world when they announced their separation in 2017. After 8 years of what looked like happy marriage, they posted a public statement online saying, "Anna and I are sad to announce we are legally separating. We tried hard for a long time and we're really disappointed. Our son has 2 parents who love him very much and for his sake we want to keep this situation as private as possible moving forward. We still have love for each other, we'll always cherish our time together and continue to have the deepest respect for one another." No official reason was ever given for the split, but they are still co-parenting and on good terms. Halfway through the list at number 5 is Kristen Stewart and Rob Pattinson. Twilight fans were losing their minds when the two of them fell in love off screen and started dating in real life. For years they toyed with the idea of dating and even had their fans fooled a few times as they did fake kissing skits on stage while accepting their Best Kiss awards. Their relationship wasn't confirmed or made public until 2011, but we were all confident about the fact that they've been having a thing for a long time now. She was dating Robert for a while before she began filming Snow White and the Huntsman that exact same year. During the filming of this movie is where she met the director Rupert Sanders. The two of them started filming together in August 2011, and just shy of a year later in 2012, they were having steamy makeout sessions all around LA. Not only was Kristen in a relationship, Sanders was also married and has 2 children with his then wife, Liberty Ross. It was on July 17th of 2012 when the two of them met up and drove around trying to find secluded places in LA. Paparazzi got the best of them and captured their entire makeout session in a series of photos. On July 24th, Us Weekly released the exclusive set of pictures of their makeout session, which left fans feeling completely devastated and shocked. Both relationships crumbled and fans were not shy when it came to letting the actress know what they felt about her actions. Here we are at number 4 with Zac Efron and Vanessa Hudgens. If you are a fan of High School Musical, then you are probably mildly obsessed with these two as individuals and as a couple. They rocked our Disney World when they became a couple off screen after meeting for the first time in 2005 when they booked their leading roles as Troy Bolton and Gabriella Montez. They were just teenagers when they met on set, and it didn't take long for them to become an official couple. For a while it seemed like they were going to be our high school sweetheart inspirations, but the two of them split in 2010 after going strong for 5 years. No reason was ever really confirmed until later in 2015 when Vanessa opened up about her relationship with Zac during an interview with the New York Times. She said the relationship ended up making her really mean and would cause her to lash out. She admitted that Zac wasn't the issue, but it was the obsessed fan base that he had, aka all the girls, like me. She said, "I went through a phase when I was really mean because I was so fed up. Girls were running after him and I was giving them death stares. Then I realized that's not what that's about. Spread the love, be a good person, they support you, be nice." The relationship didn't last, but there is no bad blood. She's happy in a new relationship and says that her and Zac just simply no longer speak, which is heartbreaking.
Making our way down the list at number 3, we have Jesse Metcalfe and Cara Santana. Jesse Metcalfe, known for his role in John Tucker Must Die, great movie by the way, or Desperate Housewives, has apparently split from his fiancée, Cara Santana. A source told E! and I quote, "Jesse and Cara have been together for a decade and have had their fair share of ups and downs. They truly have been on and off several times throughout the duration of their relationship. Recently, they hit a breaking point and have been having issues. Cara really wants a wedding and she feels Jesse is still not ready to commit or agree on when they're finally going to tie the knot. I mean, the couple have been engaged since 2016, that's kinda long time. But rumors began to fly recently because they were spotted back together running errands. It was later revealed that they are not back together, but they're just on civil terms because of living on the same property together thanks to the pandemic. In our second spot, we have Tracy Morgan and Megan Woolover. 51-year-old comedian Tracy Morgan and his wife of 5 years, Megan Woolover, filed for divorce back in July. Although Tracy Morgan is known for his humor, sadly, this is no joke. Tracy released a statement on July 29th to ET revealing this shocking news. The statement read, "Sadly, after nearly 5 years of marriage, Megan and I are filing for divorce. This is a challenging time for all involved, so I
ask that you please respect our privacy. The couple got engaged in 2011 and got married back in 2015. They share a 7-year-old daughter together. A spokesperson for the New Jersey Superior Court confirmed to ET that a divorce complaint was submitted for filing, but that this case will most likely be sealed. And in our number 1 spot, we have Mary-Kate Olsen and Olivier Sarkozy. After 5 years of marriage, Olsen and Sarkozy are getting a divorce. But for this pair, it turned out to be very, very complicated. So on May 13th, they filed for divorce. But according to TMZ, Olsen filed for divorce in April, but it was delayed because of the pandemic. Then on May 15th, Olsen requested for an emergency divorce, but it was rejected. Finally, after the courts reopened, she was able to file her divorce petition. It was reported that the pandemic took a toll on their relationship. In fact, according to one news outlet, Olsen pulled the plug on the marriage when her husband invited his ex-wife to move into their home together during the pandemic.
10. Tish and Billy Ray Cyrus. For the 3rd time, Miley Cyrus' parents, Tish Cyrus and Billy Ray Cyrus, have decided to file for divorce nearly 5 years after the pair decided to call off the second one. On April 6, 2022, Tish filed for divorce from Billy Ray Cyrus after being married for 29 years. The couple said after being together for 30 years and sharing 5 amazing children and a lifetime of memories, they have decided to go separate ways, and they noted that they'll always be a family and look forward to continuing sharing this lovely experience with friends, as friends, and co-parents. It's said that Miley Cyrus and her dad Billy Ray Cyrus are no longer on talking terms due to the divorce. With both Miley and Billy not eager to make amends right now, the rest of the family hopes this will all blow over shortly and that they'll be able to make up.
Me and someone that I loved realized that we don't love each other the way that we used to anymore. That's okay. I can accept that. I can't accept the villainizing.
Number 9. Leonardo Dicaprio and Camile Morrone. After spending 4 years together, the Oscar award winner Leonardo DiCaprio and model Camila have decided to part ways. With many rumors going around on why the couple split, the internet went into a frenzy claiming Leo never dates women over the age of 25. These were just rumors, and the couple addressed that ultimately their long distance from each other played a huge factor in their relationship and is the reason why the relationship ran its course. Since the pair's split, it's rumored that Leo has been spending some time with model Gigi Hadid, and they've been enjoying each other's company. If you're liking this video so far, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. At number 8, we have Sylvester Stallone and Jennifer Flavin. After 25 years of being married, Sylvester Stallone and wife Jennifer filed for divorce on August 19th. While many claim that the couple's divorce was filed due to an argument over getting another dog, Sylvester Stallone denied that the argument over the dog was the key factor to why the couple decided to split, and noted that the couple was no longer moving forward together and it was time to move in different directions. Shortly after the divorce was announced, Sylvester changed his wife's face on his arm tattoo to a picture of his new dog. So what do you think? Did the couple split because of the differences, or was it because of the dog?
Coming in at number 7, we have Casey Musgraves and Rustin Kelly. On July 3rd, the two singer-songwriters announced that they will be separating after 2 years of marriage. The pair met at the Bluebird Cafe in Nashville in March of 2016. The next year, in October, they got married. In a joint statement, the two said, "With heavy but hopeful hearts, we wanted to put our own thoughts into the air about what's happening." They continued on saying, "We've made this painful decision together. A healthy decision that comes after a very long period of trying the best we can. It simply just didn't work. Though we are parting ways in marriage, we will remain true friends for the rest of our lives. We hold no blame, anger, or contempt for each other, and we ask for privacy and positive wishes for us both as we learn how to navigate through this." They concluded saying that their connection and love for each other will never be erased. Moving on to number 6, we have Cole Sprouse and Lily Reinhart. Sorry for all you Bughead fans out there, but the Riverdale actors have reportedly split up. The two met back in 2016 on the set of Riverdale. From there, they really hit things off, but always kept their relationship more low-key. Sources say they began dating in 2017 and dated for nearly 3 years. A source told People magazine that the pair had often been on and off again. but they are currently not together. That statement was released when people realized the pair were quarantining separately. This was further confirmed when Skeet Ulrich, fellow co-star, did an Instagram live and answered a question about the pair, and he said they were a very cute couple. We are now at our 5th and halfway mark with Timothée Chalamet and Lily Rose Depp. Let me start off by saying that these two were a beautiful couple, like holy. The pair were dating for just over a year, but in the May issue of British Vogue, Chalamet revealed that he was single. So all you ladies out there, now's your chance. The two first met while filming The King. Rumors of them dating began in October of 2018 when they were spotted grabbing coffee together in New York. Then they went on a vacation together in Paris, France. In September of 2019, the two were caught kissing each other while on a boat in Italy. But now, Chalamet is back on the market. In our 4th spot, we have Channing Tatum and Jessie J. On April 4th, it was revealed that Channing Tatum and Jessie J had split again. The pair were first linked together in October of 2018. It's said that they dated from late 2018 until December of 2019 when they called it off for the first time. Then in January, they got back together. But now they have broken it off again. According to People magazine, the reason for the breakup is due to their hectic schedules. A source revealed that the breakup was amicable and they feel like they are just better off as friends.
Number 3. Johnny Knoxville and Naomi Nelson. In June, Johnny Knoxville and his second wife, Naomi Nelson, after being married to each other for almost 12 years. The stunt performer noted that the couple decided to split due to their differences. According to legal documents, Knoxville is asking for joint legal and joint physical custody of the couple's 2 children. It also shows that on paper, Johnny said the couple split back on September 24th, 2021, which would have been their wedding anniversary. Also to note, Knoxville also requested that spousal support to be determined at a later date and that each will be responsible for paying their own attorney fees. Number 2, Kanye West and Channing Jones. Kanye West and his recent muse, Channing Jones, have split after months of seeing each other. With Jones having a striking resemblance to Kim Kardashian, fans were quickly to point out the two similarities. TMZ reported that the couple started having issues after returning from their vacation in Japan, the same trip that caused Kanye to miss his child's birthday party. It's speculated that Kanye ultimately decided to split from the model as weeks prior, Channing was photographed with a new tattoo that had the words "Yay" inked on her wrist. Well, hopefully we can see Kanye continue to work on himself and repair his relationship with Kim, as he has to continue to co-parent and parent his children together with her. Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey come in at number 1. Back in June of 2022, the Black Panther actor Michael B. Jordan and his girlfriend Lori Harvey decided to part ways. This was shocking to many people as the couple had been one of Hollywood's power couples for years. Just a couple months after the duo had split, Harvey did an interview with Tiana Taylor, where she spoke about the red flags she saw in the two's relationship. Lori went on to say, "I would say if you're close to your exes, that's a red flag. I don't want you to beef either, cause then that would be messy. On the flip side, how would you feel? Are you cool if I'm still cool with my exes?" While the pair allegedly broke up because they were in 2 different places in their lives, obvious that Lori feels completely different about the breakup than Michael does.